You stare at the publish button, reading your draft for the 5th time, telling yourself you were just giving it careful consideration. But stepping back from the edge over and over again isn't caution. It is a quiet form of self-sabotage that halts your growth. This hesitation often stems from the nice leader trap. You water down your opinions and smooth out your edges because you want to be liked by everyone in the room. When you prioritize universal approval over stating your actual perspective, you sacrifice your true professional authority. Combine that anxiety with the expectation that a single post will make you go viral in a week, and you have a recipe for burnout. When the magic fails to happen overnight, the vast majority of beginners simply quit. Chasing immediate metrics while trying to please every viewer ensures your content is dead on arrival. You silence your true voice before you ever get the chance to figure out what it actually sounds like. That silence pushes creators toward a dangerous strategy, copying what already works. But mimicking viral trends means you are trying to build a career on other people's stores. You end up renting an audience that is loyal to a format, not to you. Self-esteem expert Sohail Ahmed faced this exact roadblock in his early career. By trying to be perfectly careful and mimicking the style of established voices, his initial growth flatlined. His pivot happened when he stopped worrying about immediate financial returns. He started doing unpaid events, shifting his entire focus toward earning genuine respect, building real affection, and fostering a community that actually cared about his message. You cannot construct long-term authority on borrowed ideas. People want to know about your specific challenges and how you overcame them. Earning an audience requires the courage to share your own reality and your own mistakes. To actually share those mistakes safely, you have to establish strict emotional boundaries at work. This is the primary tool that turns raw self-esteem into effective digital leadership. Without those boundaries, you collapse from the inside out. Founders burn themselves out trying to be everything to everyone, and corporate leaders lose the respect of their audience because they lack a defined stance. When you enforce a hard line against people-pleasing, you eliminate the option to be generic. You are forced to speak for your own lived experience, which naturally produces a sharper, more authoritative voice. These emotional boundaries act as a filter for external noise, protecting the authenticity of the content you create. To break self-sabotage, use a 3-step framework, the launch protocol. First, audit mistakes, extracting lessons from personal failures. Second, script a unique story, ignoring competitors to rely on your distinct perspective. Third, set a publish date and hit send immediately, bypassing overthinking. Relying on this strict protocol removes the temptation to wait for applause. Your confidence roots itself entirely in the action of publishing rather than the reaction of the crowd. Getting your first project out is the start, but maintaining that output without burning out requires an execution engine. These are the long-term systems that keep you moving. Looking at the schedule, you can see how we organize a strict weekly routine. You separate your week into dedicated days, specific blocks entirely for ideation, separate days just for recording, and focused time for community engagement. On a daily level, you need to journal your personal and professional challenges. This constant stream of raw material feeds directly back into step 1 of your launch protocol. You also must spend time each day engaging honestly with your peers. Remember the rule: prioritize real connection and community building over the pursuit of immediate cash. At the end of the week, review your work. Identify which personal anecdotes resonated most with your audience, and ruthlessly cut out any formats where you caught yourself chasing a trend. Motivation fades fast, but an execution engine guarantees the steady, reliable consistency that eventually builds an audience's trust. True professional authority is not granted by a single viral hit. It is the compounding, long-term result of the patience and the daily consistency built into those routines. You have to measure that growth using the right milestones. Success is accurately tracked by the love, affection, and respect you command within a community, metrics that hold far more weight than early financial gains. The magic of a massive personal brand will not happen in a day. But if you maintain your authentic voice and stick to your execution engine, it absolutely will happen over time. To stop self-sabotaging and start building your own authority, subscribe to the Confidence Compass newsletter. Make sure to follow Sohail Ahmed at @MentorSohail for continuous, practical advice on transforming your professional journey. To bring these strategies into your organization, invite Sohail to speak at your next event and help your team build